Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you're doing so well. I wanted to get on here really quick and do a quick channeled message for you because I've been feeling like this message is coming through so much, and I want to share it with all of you and the collective and see who this is for. Because even if it's just for one person, I'm going to get it out there because it's kind of really building up. It's driving me nuts. So, I keep getting this message. If you're watching live, let me know. I don't know if I can see the comments, but I will look for them here. I'm going to look it up on my computer. But if you're watching live with me, tell me how you're doing. Today, we're going to be talking about what to do when the divine is asking you to redesign and realign your life and where you're going. So if you're going through this right now where you feel this like, I'm redesigning my life, I'm realigning myself to where I've been wanting to go from the beginning, I want to talk with you today, okay? I'm going to download this and upload it onto YouTube as well, even though it's this way instead of this way. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I apologize for the black bar showing up, but who really cares? Just listen to the message. If you don't like it, turn your phone over. Okay, so this is a channeled message that has been coming through nonstop. And so here I am. I want to elaborate on this a little bit more here inside of the Facebook group. And I want to know those of you that are going through this where it's like, okay, I saw this mission, I saw this end result. This is what I wanted, right? This is what my human wanted. And maybe things started to change a little bit. You started to feel the frequency in the wind. You started to feel that the divine was asking you to go somewhere else and do something else. And it didn't feel right. Or it felt like you were doing something wrong. And this is what the divine wants to talk about with you today, is this feeling of, I'm behind, I'm not where I'm supposed to go, it's going without me. How could I make these steps logically? This makes no sense. And the divine is here to give you confirmation. If you're watching this, if you even hear a split moment of this message and it resonates in some way, this is for you. Okay? Just because you're being asked to shift yourself, shift your mission, shift and do things differently, does not mean that what you've done up until this point was worthless. It does not mean that where you're going is wrong. It does not mean that you're not good enough, that you weren't good enough, that you're not good enough. It does not mean any of those things. Trial and error makes us who we are. And sometimes the deepest, darkest parts of our life is what is meant to bring us to who and what we are, bring us to that pedestal. The divine will ask us to do things, and sometimes it's hard, right? It's not like the divine is like, okay, let me just pick you up and take you. No, you have to learn, you have to move through the process. And so some of you are being asked to move through the process. You're being asked to take the stairs instead of getting on the elevator. And some of you are going kicking and screaming. You're throwing a fit, you're pissed off, you're scared, you're worried, and all of those feelings are valid and justified. And also, you are exactly where you're meant to be. You're being asked to redesign and then realign. And some of you are already beginning the realignment process. You've redesigned and now you're moving forward. And I want to tell you this vision that came through yesterday when I was doing a reading on this, when it first started to come through. Imagine you're driving on a road, okay? You're in a car. Your car is just the car that you've been driving since you were a teenager. You're driving in this car. All of a sudden, the GPS tells you, hey, pull off over here. You pull off, you pull your car in. The car gets a glow up. You get a cute out covering on it. I don't know. What do they do? Cover it, make it look pretty. You pick the colors. Maybe you exchange it for a new car. Who knows? Inside, you get all of these resources. These resources are an example of you being able to get all the clarity that you need, the next steps to go. Here's the map for the next destination, right? They're giving you all of this stuff that you need for the next phase. It's kind of like when you go on vacation, you go into a resort, they sit down with you, they tell you everything, and then they send you on their way. So you did this, or you're in this process where you're learning all this stuff and it's exciting, but it's scary. It's like, what do you mean I got to drive that far? What if I don't make it with my gas, right? It's like all the logical stuff. And they're like, don't worry, we wouldn't tell you anything or give you anything that you were not prepared for, that you could not do. And this is the divine speaking to you. Anything that you see is something that you will be taken care of, okay? And so now you're being asked to pull back out and realign, and now you're in a new car, you look different, you feel different, and at the same time, you have instructions, you have new instructions, you have a new place to go, but it's still on the same road. You just took a detour and now you're back, but you look different, you feel different, you're acting different, you're moving different. It doesn't mean that the mission left without you. It doesn't mean that the destination is not still there. The destination is not moving. The town that you're going to is not going to get picked up and taken somewhere else, and neither is your mission, neither is your vision, neither is the things that you desire to see and have in your reality. So why is it that we feel that we are not on the right path, or we're not doing it right? It's us, it's our human, it's the human that's saying, but what if I can't make it to the next city without stopping for gas? You said I have to wait, right? And the divine's like, no, it'll be okay. And then you run out of gas, and then you're like, you said it was going to be okay. And then someone pulls up, thankfully they have gas, they give it to you, and then you're on your way again. It's not that when you have this realignment period that life is going to be perfect rainbow and butterflies. However, if you trust the map, if you trust the directions, if you trust the vision, if you trust the end result, the things that happen in between then are not as much of a problem, if you will. Does that make sense? um and so it's so important that you really look at this, okay? Ariana, it's telling me to throw everything away. Well, you're in your Saturn return. We are in our Saturn return. So yes, life is really pressuring us to get on board with what we're supposed to be doing and where we're supposed to be going. Yeah. So I think that the biggest thing here now is that you understand the experiences that you are creating or that you have had up until this point will lead to that piece of the puzzle that you feel is missing. Um, and you have to just be open and willing to, I almost wanted to say work for it, but I don't want you to get that confused with you have to work really hard for something, but you have to be the one to get in the car and drive, right? The divine can give you everything that you need. Everything, even if it feels like it's not enough, right? The divine might only give you a small amount of food that's going to make you to the next town. Maybe you might even run out right before the town. However, it doesn't mean that you are not equipped with what is meant for you and that you're not equipped for what lies ahead. And again, I do not want this to come off as like what lies ahead is going to be a shitstorm, because I feel like whoever I'm talking to right now, who this message is for, you've already gone through a lot of the shit, right? You've already really experienced a lot. And that pull off, that redesign was this moment where it's like, hey, yeah, you could keep going in this way, but what if you had something better? What if we did it this way? And you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I never thought about that, right? So then you take that and then you realign back on your path. However, the divine can give you all of that stuff, but at any point in time, you can choose to pull the car over and not drive anymore. And that's on you. And that's where you have to step up and take responsibility. Where am I not taking action where the divine says, hey, this is what we're supposed to be doing right now? Where are you continually not doing the thing that you keep saying you're going to do? You have the idea come in your mind. You can't say you forgot or you don't have time, because whoever I'm talking to right now, I love you so much, but you're scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels for an hour straight when you could be finishing the project that you keep saying you don't have time to do. You have to still take action in this life. We can't be upset with the divine because certain things haven't happened when we're not choosing to get up and do it. This is a co-creation process. You say, this is what I want. The divine says, this is what you need to do. You do it. The divine supplies it. Okay? So I know I triggered a couple of you with that one, but I'm so sorry. It wasn't me. Don't shoot the messenger. But really, like, we have to understand the importance of taking responsibility, radical responsibility for our own decisions and our own life choices. And also, we have to take radical responsibility we need to have that sacred connection with the divine so that we will take action in ways that maybe it doesn't make sense. And I want to share something here that might be important. It might be helpful for you. If you don't already know, I put up 3 of my 4 most popular online courses up for donation base. I used to sell these courses for hundreds of dollars, and now you can do a donation of $5 and get access or more, right? Um, I'll have information if you want to do that. That's not the point of this. The point is that I did this, and if you're in this industry at all, meaning like this development coaching, if you will, this is unheard of. This is, people don't do this. There's no way. In fact, anyone who sells an online course, specifically on Facebook, they're charging hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars for information that, I'm so sorry, you could Google or read a book about. Sorry. The reason why I'm telling you this is because in my vision, when I wrote these online courses back in 2019, my vision was to scale them, to sell them at $3.97 per pop, get X amount of people in every single month, and create passive income so that I could show up and be the channel that you see today. And my vision really got redesigned last summer when everything fell to the ground and I had no idea what to do. I was in a redesigning period for an entire almost year until I was called to realign, and I had new ideas and new ways and new things. But do you think that when the divine told me in that redesign period that all the things that I had been working for the last 3.5, almost 4 years, to just give it for donation instead of the money that I was expecting to do? You think that I wasn't like, I'm so sorry, no? What do you mean? I'm not doing that. Of course I was. I was like, I can't do that. How can I ever survive? That doesn't make any sense. It goes against everything I've been taught, everything everyone's doing, everything. But I sat with it. I prayed about it. I got confirmation over and over and over. And I chose to step in faith. I chose to walk in faith and say, this is what I'm doing. Do I yet have a huge success story on it? I mean, I've gotten 20 new customers in my world in the last couple of days. So to me, that's a success. We've touched 20 more people's lives that can now move forward in whatever way. The point is, though, is that sometimes you're asked in that redesign period to do things that do not feel logical. Leave that person. Well, that doesn't make sense. I have nowhere to go. Quit that job. What am I supposed to do? How am I going to make money? Right? You've gotten these directions, but you are the one who has to choose and take a step in faith to allow the divine to bless you in the way that you're meant to go. Move to that place. I can't move to that place. How would I ever do it? Where will I get the money? Where will I live? Where will I stay? What if I upset people? Blah, 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 blah. The list goes on. Your human will make excuses all day long. The divine didn't ask you to say, make a plan here, XYZ. The divine said, do this thing and watch it unfold. And so right now you're being asked to realign. You're realigning back onto the path. You've gotten the redesign already. And maybe you don't have all the answers because you can't have all the answers, but you're being asked to be realigned here. And in this process, you must trust yourself. You must trust the divine. You must trust that in every single aspect of what you're being asked to do, you will be provided for and given back tenfold because you're stepping out into faith. Okay? I'm not telling you to do anything crazy. You have to trust yourself. You have to do what's best for you. You know what's best for you. You know what's actually on your heart. And you need to use discernment on, is this something that is sabotaging me? Or is this something that I'm really meant to do? But I'll ask you, if you, I hope I'm not frozen. Am I frozen? Someone tell me if I'm frozen. If you're being asked to do something that's like, oh no, that's me totally self-sabotaging. I want you to ask yourself then, if I do this thing, what is the end result? What's the impact? So for example, when I first got the idea of doing donation-based courses, after selling them for a minimum of $397, one of the courses that's donation-based, I sold before for almost $800, okay? And now someone can go and pay $5 and get access to everything. So my question was, well, what is the impact? What is this going to do? What is the me doing this? What's the point, if you will? Well, the impact would be that I open it up for basically everyone. I don't know anyone who doesn't have at least $5 to invest in themselves or invest in their spiritual journey or invest in connecting with the divine, their gifts, learning how to do energy healing with no strings attached. I don't know anyone really. I mean, of course there's people, but you know what that are interested in this kind of stuff. So what if I could reach thousands of people? Then that would make a huge impact, and then they could impact people and they could impact people, and it becomes this huge ripple effect. So then I come back and I said, okay, so am I self-sabotaging? Well, why would I self-sabotage myself to impact hundreds of thousands of people? That makes no sense, right? So this is how you can kind of move through this process. Like, is this self-sabotaging? Well, if the end result is something that's going to make you happier and that's going to be the highest and best for you and the people that surround you, then I don't think that that's self-sabotaging. Do you? So if you're like, I don't know if I should move. What if I'm just moving to run away or to avoid? Well, if you move, do you think you'll be happier? Or do you think you'll still be miserable, but just in a different place? Because if you'll just be miserable still in a different place, then the answer is not to move. The answer is to figure out what you need to move within yourself so that you can be happy where you are, and then you decide if you want to move. Right? So asking the end result is going to give you the indication of why am I doing this? Okay? Does anyone have any questions that are live? If you don't have any questions, comment down below if you have, if there's something going on in your world right now where this is feeling like, oh, this is touching, this is resonating, this is making sense. So anyways, I think that that's it. I just want to encourage you to know that you've already gone through that glow up. Your car has already gotten the revamp. You've already gotten the resources that you need for this next phase. You've gotten the clarity. Some of you are like, I need to know what to do. And the divine's like, oh my God, I've told you. I told you what to do. You don't need to know anything else. You will know when you're meant to know. Period. You have to trust that. I can't make you trust that. I can't make you believe that, but it's just the truth. When you're meant to know, you will know. And I know that's really annoying. That is the last thing that any human wants to hear because we want to know it all. However, the more you detach from the outcome, the quicker you will know. And I'll tell you that from experience. So, coming to this to close here, where you are in this realignment process now. You've gotten your car back on the road. Okay, you've had a glow up, whether you think it or not. Look back at your life the last year, 2 years, some of you 3 years. Look back at where you were and look where you are now. The dogs agree. You are already light years ahead. Can you be quiet? I'm trying to talk on live. Hey, quiet. Come here. Damn dogs. There's another dog outside. God forbid someone else walks by with a dog in our neighborhood. So you're in this new phase. You know where to go. At least you have some type of guidance. You're not completely in the dark, even if you feel like you are. And now you have to utilize the tools from before and learn how to apply them in this next phase. And that is the phase that you're in if this is resonating with you. Even if you think that you're still in the redesign, even if you think you're still on the road before you even went to the redesign, I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. You've gotten it all that you need to get right now. And now is the time to take action and drive. Stop sitting in the parking lot, being in fear. Stop sitting in the parking lot, cursing out God for what happened. Take a minute and reflect and give yourself some grace and compassion and really see yourself for how far you've come so that you can be empowered through your fire to feel that confidence to take the next step forward, okay? The next drive forward. And it's going to feel different. It's a new car. It looks different. It's been redesigned. You're new. The directions are new. You have to relearn this stuff kind of. But you already know how to do it. It's just how can I apply this now to this new version of me? That's all this is. You can't mess this up. That's what I really want you to understand. You cannot mess this up. You're not already messing it up. You haven't messed it up until now. I don't care what you've done. You could be like, Holly, you don't even know what I've done. I don't care. You did exactly what you were meant to do, and now here you are. So stop living then and get here and now so that you can put the foot on the pedal and get going. Nothing is holding you back right now except for you and fear. And fear is just a fear. It's false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's an illusion. Stop living in fear. Stop living in an illusion and allow yourself to break free. Finally, you've been waiting for this time, and now here you are. And instead of driving, you're crying in the parking lot. I know how it goes. Trust me. I also cry in the parking lot. I pull over a lot and cry too. Oh my God. When the universe said donation based, I said, oh, we got to pull over for this one. You guys are wild and out because fuck no. But here I am. I did it. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But I would rather be a pioneer in something that is going to be great than sit in the parking lot crying, feeling sorry for myself, because that's exactly what I was doing. Maybe not you, but that's what I was doing. So that's it. That's the message I have for you today. You should be really freaking proud of yourself. In fact, what I would tell you if you were my private client is I would tell you to take a moment after this call and ask the divine to show you just how far you've come. Okay, universe, I see what you're saying. I heard you through Holly speaking. Now, my question is to you, show me. Show me tangibly, physically, and if you're like, I'm not going to remember this, then just say I accept right now and you'll accept what I'm saying. Or say something somehow out loud. Divine, show me. Show me how far I've come. Show me how worthy I am. Show me how prepared I am. Show me that I can do this. Give me my power back, give me my strength, and allow yourself to witness yourself with different eyes. Show me myself with a different set of eyes. Show me, divine, how you see me. With love, with purity, with grace, with perfection. That's it. You don't have to always be performing to be worthy. I'm just holding space for some of you that this is really hitting home, I can tell. And you really, really, really just need to witness yourself, okay? Not anybody else. You don't need anybody to say they're proud of you. You need to be proud of you, okay? So that's it. I can't wait to hear how this goes for you. I think that's it. If you are interested in my crazy vision that I'm driving on right now, I literally did make 3 of my main courses donation based. Bridging the Realms has 60 video trainings in it right now where you can learn how to tap in, how to use your gifts, how to give readings for yourself, other people. If you're like, I want to do that, I want to create a business, I feel called to do that, that's available for you. You also can learn who your spiritual team is and connect deeper with them to like help you through your daily life. If you're already a practicing channeler, inside of that course also has like how to read auras and the Akashic records and pets and all of that. Like literally, when I say I made this donation base, there's no like strings attached. There's no like on the back end, here, buy this. Like, no, just have it. Please have it and share it with everyone that you could know or that you feel it would help. And utilize it. Allow this to be a gift from the universe to take you from one step to the next. There's also one to help you support you on your spiritual journey, just like spiritual teachings and things like that. And then also you can get certified in an energy healing modality that I created with the galactic and angelic realm. July 1st, there will be completely new updated modules in there as well. So not only can you binge watch it for now, but July 1st, you'll get a bunch of other upgraded video training. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I'm really excited for where things are going here on my side of the world. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Send me a DM, and I hope this served you. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great rest of your day.